Look, if you can't relax unless something is on fire, congrats. Your nervous system is basically a smoke detector with a LinkedIn profile. And the worst part, when life finally gets quiet, you start missing the noise. Not because you're dramatic, but because your body gets trained on urgency like it was a food group. So today, we're talking about the most socially acceptable addiction on earth, being addicted to chaos. This is The Educated Survivor. All right, if you're the kind of person who performs beautifully in crisis and then immediately falls apart in calm, go ahead and subscribe. Not because I'm motivational, but because I'm going to keep naming the pattern you've been calling your personality. You see, here's the thesis. What you think is helping you succeed is the exact thing preventing your peace. And the thing is, chaos addiction doesn't look like chaos. It looks like ambition. It looks like high standards. It looks like I just work better under pressure. Sure, you also work better when your laptop is at 2% and your charger is in another time zone. That's not a strategy. That's a nervous system coping style. And it usually starts early. When you grow up in instability, your brain learns something very specific. Calm isn't safe. Calm is suspicious. Calm is the moment right before something happens. So later, when life is stable, well, you feel weird. Not grateful. Weird. So let's translate this without turning it into a TED Talk, all right? When you were younger, chaos meant that you had to track everything. Moods, tone shifts, footsteps in the hallway. Oh, those footsteps in the hallway. Slammed cabinets. The "how's your day?" that was actually a trap. So your nervous system adapted. It got good at scanning. It got good at predicting. And it got good at being on. And that on state comes with chemicals, stress hormones, adrenaline, cortisol, whatever label people are currently using to explain why their face looks puffy on TikTok. Now, I'm not here to debate the internet's cortisol fan fiction. I'm here to say this. Your body can learn to associate stress with clarity. Stress becomes your version of caffeine. Calm becomes your version of withdrawal. So when things are peaceful, you don't feel peaceful. You feel understimulated. You feel like you're forgetting something. You feel like you should check your email or start a project or fix your whole personality at 11:47 p.m. because urgency feels like identity. And if nobody gives you urgency, well then, by God, you'll manufacture it. Let's do recognition, because this is where you go, oh, so it's not just me. Here are the ways you can recreate chaos while calling it productivity. You wait until the last second and then call it, I'm just better with a deadline. No, you're better with adrenaline. You overcommit, then you resent everyone for needing you. Classic. You pick fights with systems. You don't want to do the task, you want to wrestle with the task. You doom scroll because uncertainty feels controllable if you just gather more information. You don't even enjoy it, you just can't stop checking. You keep tiny problems alive so your brain has something to chew on. A normal person lets it go, but you adopt it. And the socially rewarded version? Overperformance. You become the calm one in a crisis, the fixer, the reliable one. Everyone trusts you because you can function in conditions that no one should be able to live in. And then you go home and you can't function because your body is like, wait, where's the emergency? Are we sure? Should we create one? Here's the taboo truth. Peace can feel like danger when your history taught you that danger shows up after peace. If you grew up with good days that turned into bad nights, if you learn that the calm was the setup, then your body treats stillness like the moment before impact. So when your life is finally stable, you don't experience stability as safety. You experience it as exposure. And that's why people who are doing great can still feel like they're losing. Your life is calm. Your nervous system is not. That mismatch creates a problem you can't solve with discipline, because discipline is your favorite drug. Discipline is just chaos with nicer branding. Now, let's reset for a second. This isn't you love drama. This isn't you're broken. This is training. Your nervous system learned high arousal equals prepared. Calm equals unguarded. Boredom equals unsafe. Urgency equals meaning. So your job is not to relax harder. Your job is to retrain what your body calls normal. And yes, your brain will complain because your brain thinks it's losing its edge. It's not losing its edge. It's losing its addiction. Let's name the real villain here. All right, are you ready? Urgency. Urgency is the voice that says, do it now or you'll fall behind. If you rest, you'll lose momentum. If you stop scanning, something bad will happen. Urgency is not intuition. It's a learned alarm system. And it's very convincing because it sometimes helped you survive, didn't it? But now, well, urgency is a con artist wearing your competence like a mask, because it doesn't just push you to perform, it keeps you from feeling. And if you've been high functioning for a long time, you probably equate feeling with falling apart. So you stay busy, you stay useful, you stay tense because tension feels like control, doesn't it? Well, here's the strategy that actually works. And I'm going to say it in a way that your overachiever brain can tolerate, all right? Train safe boredom like it's a performance skill. Not self-care, not bubble baths, not journaling about your inner child. I'm talking about reps here, ladies and gentlemen, because your nervous system doesn't learn through insight. It learns through repetition. So we're building a new association. Now, calm equals safe. Quiet equals stable. Nothing happening equals not a threat. And here are 3 leverage moves, all right? Micro stillness reps, 90 seconds at a time. Set a timer for 90 seconds and do nothing that improves your life. No optimizing, no learning, no planning. Just sit there like a person who isn't being chased. And notice what happens. Your brain will start producing fake emergencies. That's not a sign that you're failing. That's a sign that your withdrawal is talking. Reduce input when you feel itchy. When you feel that itchy feeling like you need stimulation, don't feed it with doom scrolling. In fact, do the opposite. Lower the lights, lower the noise. Walk without a podcast, because the goal isn't to entertain your nervous system, it's to teach it that silence doesn't equal danger. Name the move in real time. When you're about to create chaos, say it out loud. I'm trying to manufacture urgency so I can feel real. That sentence will humble you quickly because it's true. The fear under all of this is this: if I stop running on stress, I'll stop being exceptional. Now, if you want help turning this into an actual operating system, work habits, boundaries, decisions, rules, there's a link in the description. Not therapy, not hype, but coaching and strategy for real people who are tired of white-knuckling their success. Just look in the description. You'll see what I'm talking about. And if you know exactly who this is, the person who can handle everything except stillness, they need to see this video. Send it to them privately, though, not publicly, because their identity is, I'm fine. And this will hit them right in the resume. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're trained. And you can retrain. Now, go find some peace.